Hello, folks. So this is part four, and I'm going to actually continue with the guessing game. And just a moment. Um, I was guessing. Cool. So now we are at generating a secret number. We were trying to program a guessing game, so where you guess a number, secret number that the program generates. So next, we need to generate a secret number that the user will try to guess. The secret number should be different every time, so the game is fun to play more than once. We'll use a random number between 1 and 100, so the game isn't too difficult. Rust doesn't yet include random number functionality in its standard library. However, the Rust team does provide a rand crate. Rand is short for random, I think, and with said functionality. Using a crate to get more functionality, remember that a crate is a collection of Rust source code files. Basically, crate is a module or a library or a dependency or a package uh, that you can import. It's a source code that you can import into another project. The project we've been building is a binary crate, which is an executable. So the rand crate is a library crate. Okay, so a crate can also be created as a binary, I think. So this is a library crate which can be, when you install the crate, you can import the library. When you install a binary crate, I think you can only run the binary. You can't basically run the crate. You can't just import a binary. I mean, unless you do dynamically link something like you just execute a binary from your program or something. Anyway, so it's a library crate which contains code that is intended to be used in other programs and can't be executed on its own. So there's no binary inside this crate. There's only a library. It's a source code, and you can just import it. It contains code that is intended to be used in other programs, like imported and used in other programs. So Cargo's coordination of external crates is where Cargo really shines. So before we can write that, we can write code that uses rand, that is a random crate, library crate. We need to modify the cargo.toml file to include the rand crate as a dependency. Open the file now and add the following line to the bottom beneath the dependency section header that cargo created for you. Be sure to specify rand exactly as we have here with this version number, or the code examples in this tutorial may not work. You can actually go and check out the latest version of rand crate, and it is 091, so they said 085, okay, but we'll just use this, I think. Um, so cargo.toml dependencies, so we have 085, and Rust Analyzer for some reason shows some error. Um, Duplicate key, okay. I think it should be fine after this. So I basically pasted dependencies over here, so it got an error. In document row. Okay, so aligns and I have put one more duplicate, one more dependencies. Okay, and flight check failed. Basically, it keeps running check. Okay, great. So now we can actually look at this. Okay, so in the cargo.toml, everything that follows a header, basically this. Um, So I think TOML is short for Tom's obvious minimal language, yeah. So so this is the header, and is part of that section. Everything that follows a header is part of that section that continues until another section starts. In dependencies, you tell cargo which external crates your project depends on and which versions of those crates you require. So we tell these are the crates that we require, the external crates, and that the project will depend on this. But yeah, if we don't use this, it will go unused, waste. And which versions of these dependencies are like, crates we use, so you require. And in this case, we specify the rand crate with the semantic version specifier 0.8.5. Cargo understands semantic versioning, sometimes called semver, so semver.org, right? So major, minor, patch versions. Um, This is a standard for writing version numbers, and there are other standards, I think calendar version and what. So the specifier 085 is actually shorthand for caret 085, which means any version that is at least 085 but below 0.9.0. Cargo, so basically below the next minor version. So Cargo considers these versions to have public APIs, application programming interfaces, compatible with version 0.8.5, and this specification ensures you will get the latest patch release that will still compile with the code in this extractor. Any version 0.9.0 or greater is not guaranteed to have the same API as what the following example uses. Cool. So without any changing any of the code, let's build the project as shown in listing to do the output from running cargo build after adding the run crate as a reference. Cool. So let me run that, and before that, I'll just probably okay. This is commented code, so I shouldn't worry about this. Okay. Let's just say cargo check simply first, and then cargo build. If I do cargo run, I wonder what it would say. Will it say it's not used? I don't know. Okay, so it doesn't talk about any unused dependencies. I'm hoping that hope is a bad strategy. I should check if the size of the binary increased based on this. Let me start doing this like cargo run and cargo build. Okay, so I'm looking at target and build, debug, build. I'm wondering which one it built now. So zero copy libc. Okay, so guessing game. Okay, so the size of this is. Let me get the size of this. I think it's 492 KB. And if I actually use this and build it, it's still 492 KB. So tree shaking is still happening, code shaking and whatnot. Only if we use the code, I think it will be coming up. So I'll stop here and I'll actually restart again when I have some in a new video because I want to make sure